breakthrough discovery, and probably one of the biggest in the last few hundred years, may finally put to rest the question of whether aquatic humanoids, or what we colloquially know as mermaids, really exist.
Drones have become our eyes in the sky for years, greatly improving the art of exploration. But sometimes, they uncover secrets not meant to be seen. There are footage of water bodies captured by drone cameras, sparking intense speculation. We've seen strange creatures lurking in murky rivers, mysterious objects, and even unexplained phenomena raising disturbing questions. Here are the most chilling and unsettling discoveries by drones and water bodies. Number 17. Chaina River Ice Monster. A chilling drone video captured by staff from the Bureau of Land Management in Fairbanks, Alaska, has sparked a flurry of theories. The footage, shot over the ice-covered Chaina River, shows something eerie moving slowly beneath the surface. The video was taken near the BLM Fairbanks district office, with the drone pointed downstream over the river. According to one of the BLM employees responsible for the video, the mysterious object was far out in the middle of the river, making it too difficult to investigate directly. So, they turned to a drone, which is when they made this baffling discovery. The footage itself is mesmerizing, showing a strange object gliding in the river. As soon as the video hit the public eye, people were quick to share their ideas about what this could be. Some viewers think it's just a large fish or a buildup of ice and debris. But others jumped to wilder conclusions, suggesting that it might be some kind of river monster or an undiscovered creature lurking beneath the Chaina River. While many speculate, experts have proposed more practical explanations. They suggest the object might be a combination of ice, plant matter, and debris, all flowing together with the current. The Chaina River is known to carry all kinds of debris, making this theory sound reasonable. But until someone gets a closer look, the true identity of this mysterious river object remains unsolved, leaving plenty of room for imagination. So, what do you think? And if that wasn't enough to get you chilled, the next footage reveals a sunken secret from a criminal past. Number 16. Sunken drug-smuggling plane. In the waters near Norman's Cay, the creepy remains of a sunken plane now serve as an underwater spectacle, but this wreckage holds a dark history. Back in the 1970s and 1980s, this small island was at the center of a major drug smuggling operation led by the notorious drug lord, Pablo Escobar. His cartel built a runway on Norman's Cay, using it as a key refueling point for planes loaded with illegal cargo, en route from South America to the United States. The island was buzzing with criminal activity, with aircrafts constantly landing, refueling, and then heading off to complete their illicit missions. In 1980, a World War II-era plane, carrying a hefty load of cocaine, met a tragic end just off the southern end of the island. It crashed on a sandbar, narrowly missing the runway. Thankfully, no lives were lost, and the crew managed to salvage the cargo before swimming to shore. For decades, this wreck lay forgotten in the shallow waters of Norman's Cay, its story fading into obscurity, that is, until a drone rediscovered it, capturing chilling footage of the wrecked plane partially sticking out of the water. What was once a key tool in the drug trade has now become an artificial reef bursting with life. Sitting just 10 feet below the surface, the wreck is an accessible dive spot for both snorkelers and divers. The clear waters make it a perfect location to explore the vibrant marine ecosystem that has taken over the plane. Leaving the wreck of the drug-smuggling plane behind, we now head to Florida, where a drone captured a haunting clue in a missing person case. Number 15. A Florida chilling discovery. The disappearance of Paula Miranda Rosa has left the community of Florida searching for answers. The 31-year-old woman vanished on December 18, 2021, after visiting Wekiwa Springs State Park, just north of Orlando. Her last known contact with her family was on December 17th, when she had lunch with her mother and uncle. A breakthrough came on January 5th, 2022, when police reported that hikers captured drone footage showing Paula swimming in the Wekiwa River on the day she went missing. Her family confirmed her identity in the video.
Don't be afraid to share it, even if it's wrong, like if it's somebody else. We want her home. And Paula, we love you. We want you home.
And she was also seen in 2 photos taken by the hikers. This discovery offered a timeline, but raised even more questions. Despite this sighting, authorities still have no concrete leads as to where she went afterward. Her car was found at the park on December 21st, but no trace of Paula has been found since. The authorities have been conducting extensive searches. The sheriff's office announced plans to search 4.5 miles of the river, using specialized camera equipment capable of exploring areas unreachable by standard scuba diving gear. In an earlier search, more than 150 law enforcement officers scoured the park, using drones, planes, boats, scuba divers, bloodhounds, and even volunteers on horseback. Despite their efforts, no further evidence has been uncovered. There have been many theories surrounding Paula's disappearance. Some suggest she may not want to be found, and some even say that no one was supposed to see the chilling discovery the drone captured in the river that day. Others believe something more sinister may have happened. Her family is especially concerned, with her mother, Yvonne Rosa, speculating that Paula's past struggles with mental health could have played a role. Paula had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, and her mother worries that she may have become confused and lost. Paula Miranda Rosa is described as being 4 feet 10 inches tall, weighing around 145 pounds. She has reddish-violet hair and brown eyes. Her disappearance has left a gaping hole in her family's life, and they continue to hope for her safe return. Moving on from Florida's dark mystery, we turn to Australia's sunny shores, where quick drone action prevented a tragedy. Number 14. Drone saves boys. It was a typical day at Lennox Head, a famous beach in New South Wales, Australia. The sun was shining, the waves were rolling in high, and the beach was buzzing with surfers and swimmers. But then, something alarming happened. 2 teenage boys, aged 16 and 17, were caught in a deadly rip current, nearly half a mile from shore. As they struggled against the powerful current, it became clear that they were in serious danger. Rip currents are notorious for pulling even the strongest swimmers far out to sea, and time was running out for the boys. Lifeguards on duty immediately jumped into action, but this wasn't going to be an ordinary rescue mission. They had a new tool at their disposal, a rescue drone. The New South Wales government had recently invested over $300,000 in advanced drone technology for beach safety. These drones were equipped not only to spot sharks, but also to perform life-saving missions like this one. The lifeguards were still getting used to their new drone equipment when this emergency unfolded, but there was no time to hesitate. With remarkable speed, they launched the Westpac Little Ripper Lifesaver drone. The drone flew swiftly over the rough waters and, with perfect precision, dropped a rescue pod into the sea. As soon as it hit the water, the pod expanded into a flotation device, giving the exhausted boys something to hold on to. The entire rescue took just 70 seconds. If traditional lifeguards had attempted the rescue, it would have taken 3 times as long, especially given the challenging conditions. Now, moving from a miraculous rescue, let's see a jaw-dropping encounter that is quite the opposite, a rare footage of a shark in action. Number 13. A shark catching its prey. One of the most jaw-dropping moments captured by drones shows a shark in its natural habitat doing what it does best: hunting. Researchers from the Discovery Channel, using a drone to navigate cloudy waters, filmed this intense scene from above.
Suddenly hugging those rocks, patrolling those rocks, investigating every nook and cranny of the environment that they know so well here.
In the footage, a hungry shark prowls near the rocky shoreline, where seals usually hide. But this time, the tides are high, giving the predator easy access to its prey. Suddenly, a seal, unaware of the lurking danger, swims straight toward the shark. In a split second, the shark darts forward, attacking with precision. The water turns red as the predator grabs its prey, shaking the seal violently. Although the crew reassures viewers that the seal likely didn't suffer long, it's still a chilling scene to watch unfold. The shark's swift and brutal efficiency is both mesmerizing and terrifying, reminding us just how powerful these marine predators are. As brutal as this shark's hunt was, the next discovery takes us to something far more intriguing. Let's watch as a crocodile takes down a drone with terrifying precision. Number 12. Crocodile takes down drone. At a wildlife park in Darwin, Australia, what started as a routine documentary shoot quickly turned into a jaw-dropping encounter. Drone operator Dane Hurst, working for the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, was capturing footage for a documentary marking the 50th anniversary of the ban on crocodile hunting in the Northern Territory. Little did he know that one of the park's toothy residents had its own plans for his drone. As Dane focused on filming the crocodiles in their natural habitat, something felt off. The usually skittish reptiles seemed unusually alert, particularly one massive crocodile that wasn't backing down. Instead of scurrying away, it locked eyes on the drone hovering above, almost as if sizing it up. The croc held its ground, fixated on the device, possibly seeing it as a threat, or maybe even lunch. Seeing this as the perfect moment, Dane moved his drone in for a close-up. But in an instant, everything changed. Without warning, the crocodile launched out of the water with lightning speed, snapping its jaws shut with a thunderous crack. In seconds, the drone disappeared, completely crushed by the reptile's powerful bite. Dane and his crew were certain the drone was a goner, along with all the footage. But 2 weeks later, park staff found the mangled drone washed up on the shore of the lagoon. What's even more incredible is that the memory card was still intact. It had captured every moment leading up to the crocodile's dramatic strike, providing a rare and thrilling view of the creature's incredible power and agility. The footage became a hot topic back at the ABC offices, and the destroyed drone was mounted on a bulletin board as a reminder of just how unpredictable wildlife photography can be. Now that we've seen the power of a crocodile, let's head to Canada for another wild encounter. Number 11. Moose versus wolf. This stunning aerial view captures a battle for survival between a moose and a wolf. Moose are not only strong and tall, but they are also impressive swimmers, making water a key defense against land predators. Captured by a drone near a lake in Ontario, Canada, a moose stands calmly in ankle-deep water. Suddenly, out of the bushes, a wolf charges toward it. The moose tries to defend itself, kicking at the wolf, but the predator is relentless. It uses its powerful jaws to clamp onto the moose's leg. The moose frantically circles the water, shaking off its attacker after a tense minute. Exhausted, the wolf finally retreats, realizing it's no match for the resilient moose. Leaving the wild behind, let's explore something buried in the deep. Number 10. Sinking of the Voyager Bernardet. The MV Voyager Bernardet, once notorious for its involvement in a Miami drug smuggling operation, found a surprising second life beneath the waters off the coast of Florida. Originally built in 1965, the 180-foot cargo freighter had a tumultuous history. But in 2018, it was seized by U.S. Customs and Border Protection during a major drug bust. Fast forward to 2019, and the vessel was set to embark on a very different kind of journey. This time, as part of an environmental initiative aimed at creating artificial reefs. In a dramatic move, all captured by drone footage, the ship was towed out about 11 miles southeast of Fort Pierce Inlet and deliberately sunk in 100 feet of water. But before it went down, technicians made some important modifications. They reinforced the ship's structure by adding 200 tons of concrete to the cargo holds and used cutting torches to carve 6 large openings in its hull. The concrete added to the cargo holds were meant to ensure the ship remained stable and firmly settled on the ocean floor. Without this additional weight, the vessel could shift or move unpredictably due to ocean currents or storms. On the other hand, the 6 large holes cut into the ship's hull were designed to create easy access for marine life to enter and exit the vessel. These openings allow fish, sea turtles, and other sea creatures to use the ship as a shelter, creating a habitat for them to thrive. The sinking of the Bernardet was part of Florida's ongoing effort to bolster reef ecosystems. Florida is already home to over 3,000 artificial reefs, with more being added each year. These man-made reefs serve as critical environments for fish, sea turtles, and vibrant coral species. Thanks to the crystal-clear waters in the region, these reefs are also a major draw for divers from all over the world. What was once a tool of illegal activity has now transformed into a beacon of environmental restoration, joining the ranks of famous reef sites like the USS Oriskany and the USS Spiegel Grove. As we leave the wreckage, we're drawn towards something more mysterious. Number 9. Drone films, Loch Ness Monster. In an unexpected turn of events, 54-year-old Richard Maver, an outdoor enthusiast and YouTuber, may have accidentally captured footage of the elusive Loch Ness Monster while participating in the Great Glen Canoe Challenge. This grueling 4-day adventure, covering 62 miles, was meant to raise funds for Alzheimer's Society, but it ended with something far more mysterious. While documenting his journey, Richard decided to launch his drone to capture some stunning aerial views of the Scottish Highlands. It wasn't until later, as he reviewed the footage, that something strange caught his eye. An unusual shape moving just beneath the water's surface near the shore of Loch Ness. At first, Richard couldn't believe what he was seeing. He rewound the footage multiple times, convinced that the shape resembled the iconic Nessie images he'd seen in the past. The video shows a distinct long form in the water, eerily similar to previous alleged sightings of the Loch Ness Monster. Despite many viewings and plenty of speculation, no one has been able to definitively explain what Richard captured that day. The footage remains an intriguing mystery, leaving viewers wondering, could it really be Nessie? While the Loch Ness mystery lingers, the next discovery captures something truly extraordinary in the animal kingdom. Number 8. Colony of 64,000 turtles. Every year, something truly spectacular happens off the coast of Queensland, Australia, but it went largely unnoticed by humans until drone technology came into play. On Rain Island, located about 390 miles northwest of Cairns, lies one of the most important nesting grounds for the endangered green sea turtles. This tiny coral cay, just 79 acres, is critical to the survival of these magnificent creatures, whose populations have been decimated by centuries of hunting and habitat destruction. In a remarkable achievement, drones captured an awe-inspiring sight. A colony of 64,000 green sea turtles gathering on the island's beaches. These turtles were either getting ready to nest or were already in the process of laying their eggs. This groundbreaking footage revolutionized how scientists monitor turtle populations, replacing older methods like manual counting from small boats. This data is vital to conservation efforts, giving us a clearer picture of these turtles' numbers and the challenges they continue to face. As amazing as this colony is, our next footage captures a dramatic plunge that no one expected. Number 7. Bird swallowed by giant Gloryhole. Survives 200 feet fall. In a jaw-dropping moment at Lake Berryessa Reservoir in Napa County, California, a bird found itself caught in a terrifying situation. The bird, casually gliding over the lake's surface, was suddenly pulled into the powerful vortex of the Gloryhole, a massive 200-foot deep spillway used to control the reservoir's water levels. The dramatic scene was captured by Rick Fowler, the lake's water resources manager, using a drone. The powerful current and the steep drop led many to believe the bird had little chance of survival. Experts feared the immense water pressure would be too much. Contrary to these grim predictions, the eyewitness to this dramatic event had a different story to tell. He was convinced that the bird, which he identified as a cormorant, miraculously survived its ordeal. According to him, after a suspenseful wait, the bird rocketed out of the spillway, shook off the dramatic plunge and took flight, once again soaring freely. After witnessing that unexpected escape, get ready to be mesmerized by the footage of some of nature's largest performers. Number 6. Humpback whale acrobatics. Drones have transformed the way scientists observe humpback whales, offering a breathtaking aerial view of their complex behaviors. A team of researchers recently used drones to capture stunning footage of these massive marine mammals performing acrobatic feats off the coast of the Antarctic Peninsula. This footage sheds light on their feeding strategies and social interactions, offering insights that were previously difficult to obtain. Humpback whales are famous for their agility and size, often displaying incredible movements. One of the most remarkable behaviors captured is called bubble netting. In this technique, a whale creates a circular net of bubbles to trap krill, its main food source. In one instance, a drone filmed a humpback using its 10-foot-long fin to craft this bubble net. Unlike many other large whales, humpbacks are surprisingly agile, thanks to their large flippers and tails. This gives them the ability to make sharp turns and pivots with impressive precision. The drone footage highlights their incredible ability to twist and maneuver their enormous bodies with ease. Humpbacks are currently the only species known to use this intricate solitary bubble netting technique, which can only be truly appreciated from an aerial perspective. These whales put on a show, but the next scene reveals the quiet beauty of a species on a much longer journey. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber's pick. Drone makes a chilling discovery. In a river, no one is supposed to see this. The mysterious disappearance of Paula Miranda Rosa has haunted Florida and beyond since December 2021. Just days before Christmas, the 31-year-old vanished without a trace, sparking a massive search led by law enforcement, volunteers, and her desperate family. The case took a strange turn in January 2022 when hikers provided drone video footage and photos to the authorities. The video showed Paola swimming in the Wekiva River, located within the state park. Her family, filled with a mix of relief and fear, confirmed that it was indeed Paola in the footage. While it offered a crucial timeline, it raised even more questions. Her car was found abandoned at the park, but Paola remained missing. Some believe she vanished on purpose, with rumors swirling that no one was ever supposed to see the haunting moments the drone revealed. Others fear something darker. Her family, still searching for answers, suspects she may have been a victim of human trafficking. What could have driven her to the river that day? Was it by choice? Or is there a deeper, more sinister story hidden beneath the surface? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 5. Swimming camels. This next drone footage captures thousands of Karai camels, a rare breed, gracefully swimming through shallow waters. These camels are migrating from Kutch district in India to the lush mangroves, covering an impressive distance of up to 3 kilometers. While the visuals are truly mesmerizing, there's a troubling story behind it. Due to salt companies blocking their tidal waters, the mangroves are drying up, leaving these camels with less and less food. The journey for the camels to reach their grazing land has become much longer, and with a severe lack of food, this already vulnerable species faces an even greater threat to its survival. The sight of swimming camels is rare, but our next footage reveals a devastating disaster captured from the sky. Number 4. Large oil spill washing up on the beach. In 2020, the island of Mauritius faced a devastating environmental crisis after the Japanese-owned oil carrier, MV Wakashio, collided with a coral reef just under 2 miles from the shore. The ship was carrying a massive load, including 4,728 U.S. tons of low-sulfur fuel oil, 251 U.S. tons of diesel, and 109 U.S. tons of lubricant oil. The collision led to a catastrophic oil spill that sent shockwaves across the island. Drone footage captured the scale of the disaster, showing once pristine beaches now smothered in thick, black oil. The crystal-clear waters of the Indian Ocean were turned into a murky, polluted mix of oil and debris. The aerial views painted a heartbreaking picture of the environmental damage, making it clear that this was a race against time to prevent an even bigger catastrophe. Locals, environmental specialists, and volunteers worked tirelessly to clean up the oil and save the wildlife affected by the spill. As tragic as this spill was, the next event shows nature's raw power in a different form, wiping out entire communities. Number 3. The aftermath of a tsunami. On September 28, 2018, Indonesia experienced a devastating event when a 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck near Sulawesi. Although the quake itself caused little damage, it set off a powerful tsunami, with waves far exceeding early predictions. In Palu, the capital of central Sulawesi, the waves reached heights of 20 feet, more than double what experts initially anticipated. The region's long, narrow bay, only about 20 miles wide, allowed the tsunami to surge rapidly, dragging tons of debris and rubble out into the ocean. The aftermath was catastrophic. Mudslides, triggered by the waterlogged ground, added to the destruction. In total, the disaster claimed over 4,300 lives, making it one of Indonesia's deadliest tsunamis in over a decade. Within days, drone footage of the wreckage emerged, showing the true scale of the devastation. Entire neighborhoods had been flattened, bridges lay in ruins, and some areas remained submerged. From above, you could see both the destruction and the resilience of the people of Palu as they started the long process of rebuilding their city from the ground up. While this tsunami left chaos in its wake, the next scene reveals a giant that had been hiding in the ocean depths. Number 2. Beached whale. In September 2021, a man flying a drone over the peaceful blue waters of Iceland came across something astonishing. A massive blue whale carcass washed ashore. Measuring a staggering 59 feet long and weighing an incredible 20 tons, this marine giant had sadly met its end. While such sightings are rare, studies suggest blue whales often beach themselves due to illness, injury, severe weather, or simply old age. In this case, marine biologists took DNA samples to investigate further, but the exact cause of death remains a mystery. This beached giant was a rare find, but our final footage might just be the most mysterious of them all. Number 1. Drone captures mermaid. A local drone enthusiast set out for a casual flight, aiming to capture footage of a serene river winding through the lush greenery near his home. What he didn't expect was to stumble upon something that would leave the internet buzzing. As the drone hovered above the peaceful scene, its camera initially picked up the usual sights: rippling water, swaying trees, and fish darting beneath the surface. But then, something unusual appeared on his screen. The operator noticed a figure in the water that looked like a woman with long, flowing red hair, swimming gracefully. At first, he assumed it was just someone in a costume, maybe a playful prank. But as he zoomed in, the situation became even more bizarre. The drone's microphone picked up eerie, almost otherworldly sounds coming from the water. Was this a mermaid caught on camera? The footage quickly went viral, leaving viewers captivated and questioning what they had just seen. This mysterious drone video still has people debating whether the legend of mermaids might actually be true. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.